Now I'm going to invite us to get still and move into our heart space. Take a couple deep breaths and just relax. Let your shoulders drop. Another deep breath. And allow our awareness to come to that space where we know once again that we are pure love, that we are these amazing expressions of the one love that get to play and express in these body temples. So we just create for ourselves an openness and a willingness to let spirit in, to be aware of the whispers from the depths of our being, to be aware of the love that surrounds us in this room, the love that is within our being and that pours out into this space. Just take a breath in and feel the power of peace in all of this love. So we consecrate this space for all those who are coming in today to connect to the divine within themselves, to feel the joy and the love and the light that is the truth of their being. And for all of us to go forth from this place filled with truth and love so it cannot but help spill out into our world and make a difference in the consciousness wherever we are. We say, thank you, Spirit. And so it is.
Good morning. Sing with me. Open wide my heart. Second part goes like this. Open wide my heart. You got it. Open wide my heart. Join me. Open wide my heart. Yes. Open wide my heart. Open wide my heart. Open wide my heart. Come on. Open wide my heart. Open wide my heart. Open wide my heart. Open wide my. Can we do it one more time? Hold it down. Open wide my heart. You keep it going. Open wide my heart. Open wide my heart. Open wide my heart. morning, I'm Amy Steinberg. That's a Lisa Ferrero song. Yes. So this is a classic that you know from Mama Drucker. I invite you, I don't know, do y'all stand up and dance around? What do you do here? This is my first time at Unity Church of Bon Air, and I have heard about you for years because you have the great Claudia Carawan here. I know where I'm at. You're a music church. Yes? Let's sing it. We know it. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. That's right. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. How about thank you for my wonderful friends? So thank you for my friends. Come on, you know it. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Hey, how about for my radiant health? Thank you for my health. Come on. Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my radiant health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. You got it. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. Now this is my favorite one. My glorious life. Here we go. Come on. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank my glorious life. My glorious, my glorious, my glorious life. My glorious, my glorious, my glorious life. Let's do thank you for this day one more time with just voices and clapping. How about that? Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Let me hear you. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you. This healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Big finish. This healing, this healing, this healing day. A classic.
Okay, thank you, Amy and Julie. You're going to get more of an introduction in a little while, but we are so pleased to have Amy with us today. This is her first time as our guest musician and speaker, and you will enjoy the whole service and be blessed by the joy and the beautiful music she brings. So welcome to Unity Church of Bon Air, where we live and express unconditional love and grow together in peace and prosperity. My name is Reverend Patty, and it is my joy to serve as the senior minister and have every single one of you doing ministry alongside of me. Whether this is your first time or your 100th time joining us, either here in person or online, we're grateful for your presence and participation as we share this special time together. So our live streamers are seeing everything, but I'm not sure, but maybe thank you to Mercury retrograde. We don't have any visual on our cameras here, but we're so grateful that live stream is working. We have come here as part of love's divine purpose that calls each of us forth to celebrate the connection we all share through the holy presence within us and all around us that we call God. And in this spirit of community, we unfold in light and love all spiritual and religious gatherings and all people everywhere. We especially welcome any of you who are here for the first time. And if you're in the room, please raise your hand, and one of our ushers will bring you a welcome packet. We have any first-timers? Yes, we do. And we welcome you to join us for fellowship coffee following the service. And if you are with us online for the first time, be sure to visit our website at unitybonaire.org to find the wonderful activities here in this great facility. Okay, so it's time for our Sunday morning funny. So we have a story about an Amish man, his wife, and his child. They're visiting a mall, and everything is like astounding to them. And the father and the son are watching this one wall, and in the wall are two silver doors that open and close. And the son goes up to him and says, "Dad, what is that?" And he goes, "I've never seen anything like it in my life." And so the doors open, and in goes a little old lady in a wheelchair. And then the doors shut, and they watch the numbers go 1, 2, 3, go up. And then it pauses at the very top, and they're still watching the numbers. And then they start descending down, and the doors open, and out comes this knockout that's a young blonde woman. And the father's just staring at her, and he says to the son, "Quick, go grab your mother." Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's take a breath in. Drop our shoulders again. Just relax this busy mind of ours. Soften our eyes. And move with awareness into our heart space. Just feeling the power of what is present in the depths of our being. The power of the love, of the light, of the joy. And so we open ourselves up, as Amy's saying, we open our hearts wide today to receive all that would awaken to the sense of wonder and of love that is the truth of our being. The love that surrounds us with each person as the Christ to our left and to our right. And into this circle of love that we're creating, we bring all of those whose names are in our prayer box. All of our members and friends who are going through the stuff of life. And if you have anyone in your personal circle that you would like to include, you may share their name either out loud or silently right now. And we have the joy of knowing for these people that the power of the Christ is alive within each of them. And this power comes, the most powerful force in the world, the power of love. And we see love beating in their very beings. We see love enfolding them. We see love working in the circumstances of their lives, and we see strength and faith arising within their consciousness so that they might listen to their inner wisdom and know what is theirs to do and just be at peace, knowing there is nothing in the external world that is stronger than that which is within them. And we are so very grateful for this power that abides in all of us. So we continue reaching out and bringing into this circle of love our country, our leaders, our world leaders, our areas of the world where there is torn by strife, by war, by loss, and by grief. by natural disasters, just by the pain that is some of the stuff of life. We hold all of these places in this circle of love. Seeing again this bright light of the Christ presence, bringing forth harmony and peace in the midst of chaos and confusion. We continue seeing our young people who are in the throes of, many of them, summer vacation, time with family, time with vacation. We just see each child, the glory of the love and light that they are, and we bless them and hold for them a world that unfolds before them and treasures them, treasures who they have come here to be and all the gifts that they will be sharing. And for right now, they share their innocence and their wonder and their joy, and it touches us and renews us. We think of our planet, of Mother Earth, of all the beauty around us, of the oceans and the rivers and the lakes, of the skies and the trees and the flowers, of all that is throbbing with the power of life. And we bless it, and we set our intentions on understanding that all of this is somehow one with us, and we care for it tenderly. And finally, we think of the gift of our life. We just allow appreciation to well up within us for the many blessings of our days and for the blessing of this day. Just let our vibration raise up. Let gratitude fill every cell in our being. And I invite you to say our usual mantra together with me. I am grateful, I am grateful, I am grateful. Let's see, I got to get my calendar open so I don't give you the wrong day here. So we put in the e-news this week the obituary for our beloved Michael, and so it's going to be, the celebration of life is going to be happening Saturday, August 16th, here at 2 o'clock. And so everyone is invited to come celebrate the love and the light Michael has been and continues to be as he enters his new dimension. And I wanted to share with you, I've shared that Billy Wills is in hospice, and I talked to Laura last night, and she asked me to share that she's continuing to move on into transitioning, and she has really enjoyed visits, but she's really not up for visits anymore, but continuing holding her in prayer and light and love would be deeply appreciated. Then I have our statement of truth, which is not up there. So those of you who have it memorized, well, let's go. There is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life, God, the omnipotent good. And then I have one more quick share. So we're entering a new month at the end of this week. And so what we're doing this coming month for Sunday services is we're moving into prosperity and thriving together. So every Sunday will be some aspect of that. So I invite you to come show up with open hearts and ready to look at prosperity from lots of different viewpoints and say yes to thriving together. So our next item we're doing, this is a treat. We have a couple who have been coming for months. They were just in our last new member class. Mackie and Belinda know how to sing and pray the Lord's Prayer in Aramaic, and they offered to do that for us today. So this is an early birthday present for Belinda. Her birthday is tomorrow, and she said what a blessing that she gets to share this with everybody. So I'm going to invite them to come on up. Please give them a welcome.
This is translated by Neil Douglas Klotz from his really interesting book called Prayer of the Cosmos. O birther, Father, Mother of the cosmos, focus your light within us, make it useful. Create your reign of unity now through our fiery hearts and willing hands. Help us love beyond our ideals and sprout acts of compassion for all creatures. Animate the earth within us. We then feel the wisdom underneath supporting all. Untangle the knots within so that we can mend our heart's simple ties to each other. Don't let surface things delude us, but free us from what holds us back from our true purpose. Out of view, the astonishing fire, returning light and sound to the cosmos. Amen. And now chanted in Aramaic. Abun de boash maya, ni takada shashama, tete malkuda, newe, sevyana, karkana de boash maya, arpaha, avlan lakma sunkana, Yaumana, Oshwuklan Kobain, Aikana, Dapkanan, Shwokan, Lahayaven, Ulatalan Linis Yuna, Ila Patsan Min Bisha, Mitol Dilakimal Kuda, Ukhaila utishbokta la alam. Amen. Amen. Thank you.
And now, we're all going to do that. Did you get it? That was amazing. I just want to say thank you to Belinda and Mackie for hosting me last night in their beautiful home with their beautiful energy. So anyway, you're going to be able to sing along with this one. That one was beautiful to receive, and now you can give it back with this one. This is a song I wrote. It's very simple. It's I light up the world with my light. You light up the world with your light. We light up the world with our light. It's an I-U-we. It's so easy. So once you get the melody, I hope you'll sing it with me and consciously light it up. I light up the world with my light. I light up the world with my light. I light up the world with my light. Then it goes like this. I light up the world with my light. That's it. I light up the world with my light. You got it. I light up the world with my light. I light up the world with my light. I light up the world with my light. Now I'm going to invite you to look at somebody and sing you. You light up the world with your light. 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 How about we? We light up the world with our light. 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 so fun to sing. It goes like this. I light it up, 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 I light up the world. I light it up, 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 I light up the one more time. I light it up, 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 I light up the world. That's right, I light up the world with my light. Come on. I light up the world with my light. I light up the world with my light. I light up the world. We one more time. We one more time. We light up the world with our light. 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 I have to catch my breath. Good morning, beloveds. My name is Amy Fulcher Davis. I'm really happy to be your service leader this morning. One of my favorite sacred services here at Unity Church of Bon Air is to be out front. And I get to, well, I'm one of the ones, but I love when I am the one to meet, greet, to see the light in your face, to see the love in your heart, to get to know your name and to recognize your face, and to know in a few minutes that we will all be here together in community and communion in our spiritual home. That's awesome. I'm also on your board. I'm your board president. And I have some other hats that I wear every now and then. And you're saying, well, Amy, do we have transformational opportunities? Why, yes, we do. We have a great August planned. Mark your calendar every Thursday night. Be here by 6:45. The doors are going to open. The concert is at 7. Our Claudia Carawan has brought wonderful musicians in the community and musicians from right here in our church to come and just share the joy and entertain. So there's some flyers on the table. There's a poster out front, and it's in the e-news. So bring yourselves, bring your friends, and let's all have a good time. It's wonderful. Our Summer Sizzling series. When you came in the door on the right, you could see backpacks and all the wonderful things for Crossover Ministries. Our Susan Cullen, if she would come up here and share some last minute. We got 2 more weeks. Big round of applause.
Put your hands up. Bend them back. Pat yourself on the back. You have done a fabulous job, and truly, you are amazing. I can't thank you enough. I had some friends, Allison, Bernadette, and Susan Moncure come Friday to help me count so that we could give you a good update. And you'll look out on the board and you'll see all the items that we have. So we've almost reached our goal, and I know we will do that. So just a quick reminder that any online donations are due on the 31st. That will be the end date for that. And for physically bringing supplies, that would be August the 3rd. Then the following week, I'll be running around filling in with the donation money, anything that we might need. On the 11th, Aranda and I are going to drive our packed cars with book bags hanging out everywhere to Crossover, and they will deliver to their pediatric patients on the 12th and the 13th. So my heart goes out to you in such gratitude for what you've accomplished. We are mighty, there's no doubt about it, so thank you.
Thank you so much, Susan. Next Sunday, August the 3rd, is our first of this year Unity in Community meeting.
12:15 is when we'll meet here in the sanctuary. We'll have Fellowship Express out in the hallway. So you can, after service, you can go out and get a little bit of nourishment and fellowship and bring your fellowship back into here. We've got some very important things to cover. The board has information to share, Reverend Patty. And this is also a time that you as the congregation bring things to us and ask us questions. I have a flyer out there. If you have anything you want to let the board know before next Sunday, just send them to me in an email. And if we can, we will address them. If we can't, we'll say, we can't do it right now, but we're looking into it. This is a very important meeting, and it's about us being together. Okay, I'm going to put on a hat. Last year, I was Boo and Stew coordinator. Boo and Stew has transitioned now, or transformed, I should say, into the Fall Festival. So mark your calendars for August the 9th, which is a Saturday from 1 to 3. We're going to have pizza. And it's going to be a time where all the volunteers come together. And you know, I always read from a book. So I've taken an excerpt from the book of Fall Festival 2025. And I'll make it short because I promised Reverend Patty I wouldn't read all. The leaves are thinking of turning, and a crispness is almost in the air. And our Fall Festival, bright and grand, is way beyond compare. But in order to make it happen so bright and grand, we need many, many, many helping hands. So this is an invitation for all of us to get together. Whatever talent you have, whatever games you want to have, whatever, we're going to be spread out all in the garden, all in the parking lot, all over the place. It's going to be an amazing event. So mark your calendars. It's August the 9th from 1 to 3 here in Fellowship Hall. And there are flyers out there too. Oh, actually, it's in the e-news. It's in the e-news. Okay. So if you want to keep up with everything, or if you have any questions and you want information, go to our website, unitybonair.org, and also sign up for our e-news. All right, today's daily word. We've had a lot of excitement. Amy, thank you for bringing so much energy and so much love into us today. Wow. I got to sing to her when I came in. Amy, what you want to do? And she is like, so.
It's our song.
That's right, it is our song. Amy squared, it is. We've had so much excitement. I think in order for us to absorb our daily word, if we just all take a big, deep breath and let it out. Okay. As we come out of our major gyrations of joy and into our sacred space of our heart. Today's word is authentic. Authentic. One of the best ways to feel the fullness of my divinity is to express the uniqueness of my humanity. There is no one on earth who is exactly like me, no one who has my history and experiences, no one who has my particular talents and gifts. I make the world a richer place when I show up as the person I am. If I am too timid to share my gifts, if I carry shame or regret about my past, or if I feel afraid to let others see the real me, I am not being my authentic self. Authenticity means being who I am with confidence. I am a divine being, a child of God. I take my place in the world with joy, knowing I belong here just as much as everyone else. Rooted in my divinity, I celebrate my humanity by being my authentic self. Scripture today comes from Romans chapter 8, verse 14. For all who are led by the Spirit of God are children of God. The affirmation for today is, I live proudly as my authentic self, and I ask you to join me and repeat it 3 times together. I live proudly as my authentic self. I live proudly as my authentic self. I live proudly as my authentic self. Okay, and now I'm back to the amazing Amy and Julie.
I live proudly as my authentic self. This is a brand new song. Imagine yourself standing in the middle of a room where the walls are made of wonder and your heart is like a tiny bloom. You feel that you are everything, but still you want more, as if time is whispering, this is what you're here for. You are here to create, to make something new. You are here to embody God as you. What are you longing for? What is calling you to be? Listen for the answers in the room of possibility. Yeah, listen for the answers in the room of possibility. Yeah, anything is possible, and only you can know what it is that you've got, and you can try to let it rot, but your soul is too smart. It remembers who you are. You are God. You are here to create, to make something new. You are here to embody God as you. So what are you longing for? What is calling you to be? What's calling you, baby? Listen for the answers in the room of possibility. Yeah, listen for the answers in the room of possibility. Anything is possible. That's your part. Anything is possible. I know you got it. Come on. Anything is possible. Tell somebody. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. You are here to create. That's right. To make something new. You are here to embody the goddess as you. So, what are you longing for? What is calling you to be? What's calling you, baby? Listen for the answer in the room of possibility. Listen for the answers in the room of possibility. Anything is possible. I know you can sing it with me. Anything is possible. Anything. Anything is possible. Ooh. Anything is possible. Let's fade it out. Anything is possible. Anything. Anything is possible. Tell somebody. Anything is possible. Anything. Anything. Anything is possible.
Well, Amy, Yeah, your spirit, yeah, comes before, baby. It is my pleasure to reintroduce Amy Steinberg. Amy Steinberg. Amy is a dynamic performer and a newly licensed.
Go on.
Yeah. Newly licensed New Thought minister from Asheville, North Carolina, who rocks the stage with soulful songs, hilarious stories, and spiritual wisdom. Her vibrant personality and uplifting lyrics create an unforgettable blend of pop, rock, and inspiration with infectious energy. Amy turns every performance into a joyous celebration of life and love, making her a true beacon of positivity, unity, and major love.
I love you. Thank you. I actually just lied to you. I did not write that. ChatGPT wrote that. Have you guys fallen in love yet with artificial intelligence? Oh, it's fabulous. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of it. It's only you. It's only mirroring you. You know how I figured that out is when a friend of mine told me that her Chachi, I call it Chachi, her Chachi curses like crazy and mine doesn't. And I said, Chachi can curse, and it's just mirroring you back. It's listening to your voice, and it's giving you the same tone and frequency even back to you. So don't be afraid of it. I was sent here by the government. No, I'm just kidding. Don't be afraid. The robots, they're coming. So I was in the bathroom, and you always think you're going to talk about one thing, and then you go to the bathroom and you meet somebody and you have a conversation, and it changes everything. There was a fantastic woman I met in the bathroom. Where is she? Raise your hand, because I want to know who it was. Who was it that I talked to in the bathroom? She said, oh, there she is. Fabulous little headband, yes. What's your name? Mary. I met Mary. And I'm learning more and more when I come and meet the communities. It's so lovely to meet everyone. By the way, thank you so much, Reverend Patty, for trusting me with this microphone. And again, thank you to Mackie and Belinda. Thank you to Julie rocking it out. Thank you to D&D in the back. Yes, and everybody that's helped me this morning. I'm going to remember. Okay, Susan and Howard. See? Right? But this is what it is, coming to a community, is like meeting you all and seeing you and being with you, right? It's not about me. It's like us, right? It's the us. So anyway, she says, I heard you were great. I heard you were going to be great. And I was like, cool, I'm set up for success. And somebody else came out and said, yeah, I heard it too. That's why I'm here. I heard you were going to be great. And I'm like, great. It's like going to a comedy club, right? It's like you're primed for laughter, right? Like you're sure I'm going to be great, so I'm going to be great. And that is like this teaching in a nutshell. Believing it's going to be great, believing it is great, seeing it as great, experiencing it as great. The joy of life being great, even though it's wild and crazy. So that is one thing came to me this morning to share, is the bathroom moment. Thank you. And also, I feel like a Muppet today. Do I look a little bit like a Muppet? And I was thinking to myself, I think we're all sort of Muppets, right? Like we are. And I think what I'm born to do is come to communities and Muppet it up. You know what I mean? Like Muppet it up, like show you and remind you. Because when we think of the Muppets, listen, you guys are all either my generation or around it. The Muppets. Was that the best? Yeah. It was the best. I mean, it was music and laughter and learning and funniness and wildness. And it probably is not politically correct anymore at all. But, I'm a Muppet. I'm here to Muppet it up for you. That came to me this morning, too. You get a fresh message. It's fabulous. That's right. I did not chat GPT my talk. I'm very proud of that. Thank you. So I wanted to talk today about creative expression and about the divinity that is who you are, that you are here to create. You are here to express the joy of art. You are a piece of art. You are or maybe I've been called a piece of work. You have gifts, you have brilliance, you have something to give. You are here to create. You are here for you. You are individuated. That reading, I could not have said it better. It was so perfect to be authentically you. You're the only one. And if you're not doing you, nobody's going to do it. Nobody's going to do it. Nobody can do you for you, which is a bummer, kind of. Like some days, don't you want to be like, could you do me for me? I don't feel like doing me today. Could you do me for me? Especially when when I'm this much. It's like, could you just we could swap. You're a Leo. So I changed my talk title from the joy of art to the joy of being a piece of work. Because the things that we're told like that, right? I was told that actually by Jean Houston. I'm spreading rumors now. Do you guys know who Jean Houston is? She's famous and she's amazing. And she said, "You're a real piece of work." And I was like, I think that was an insult. And you can take those little things that people say to you. We take them, right? And we kind of dim our light just a little bit here, just a little bit there. And before you know it, we're not doing our thing anymore. We're not shining our lights anymore. So I'm calling you. I'm saying, muppet it up. Shine your light. Express. Do you. Please, dear God. You are a piece of work, and I mean it as a compliment. I turn it around, okay? I take that maybe insult, maybe not. I don't know. Jean, tell me what you were thinking. She's not going to watch this. What happens when we come to these teachings? New thought. When we start to have new thoughts about ourselves, about our lives, what starts to happen is we start to recreate our lives. We start to regenerate. We start to recover who that was before those dims happen, those little things happen, right? We start to reemerge like a butterfly almost, you know? If you're new to these teachings, welcome. Oh my God, this is life-changing stuff. It will alter you. It will alter your consciousness. You can make your biggest and baddest dreams come true. Do, be, have all of it. It's here. Peace, joy, love, zeal. All these promises, I swear it's real. I'm living it. I'm living it. And I thought about what I wanted to share with you today was something very specific, which is the manifestation that I created, the demonstration, if you will, to speak new thought, the demonstration of a one-woman show that I wrote called Ministar, a Cosmic Soul Revival, which is really all about what this teaching has given me, which is the ability to shine my light fully and completely. And how we do it is we do it one class at a time, one meditation at a time, one step at a time, one prayer at a time, one connection at a time, one volunteer at a time, one talk at a time if you're a minister. You just keep building upon it. And what I wanted to bring to light today is something called the domino effect. Now, you know what the domino effect is. You press a domino and you've seen these amazing, right? People who like line up like these whole villages of dominoes. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the scientific domino effect, which is fascinating. I'm going to read, this is how Chachi describes it. This theory, Chachi did write this part, but this is just so I could explain to you what this theory is. It's a scientific theory. This theory shows that a small force can trigger a much larger force over time. So scientist Lauren White had demonstrated that each domino can knock over another domino up to 1.5 times its size, okay? So this is science, which I love. Unity teaching, science of mind. This is science. We can look to science. It's just form. It's just, stuff we taste and touch. It doesn't really matter. Matter doesn't matter that much. It does, but it's a great metaphor for spiritual teachings, yes, and for the journey of our lives. So 1.5. So when you start with a tiny domino, the size of a tic-tac, okay, and each one is 1 and 1/2 bigger, the 29th Just the 29th could knock over the Empire State Building. Okay? This is a physical illustration of exponential growth, where one idea leads to another idea with a bigger impact, leads to another idea, leads to another idea. I mean, even you might be experiencing it in this community. You know, I think I'll go check out that Unity Church. You go, it's a tiny domino. Then you go, I think I'm going to keep going back. I think I'm going to take a class. I think I'm going to become a practitioner or a prayer, you know. And next thing you know, you're running the church. You're Howard, setting everything up. So it's about this idea of momentum and this idea of choices and this idea of taking that next right step to express and experience what your dreams are. What are your dreams? That's a question I have for you today. Do you still have dreams? It's never, ever, ever too late to do something. I'm 52 last week. This is what 52, childless 52, looks like. Come on. I'm cute. Can I pose for you? She was taking photos, I thought, but okay. Okay, so I wanted to tell you about my show because I feel like the story of my show is pretty fascinating and it will inspire you, hopefully. So I finished ministerial school last year. I'm not going to go into anything before that. Like, life happened up until then. I went to ministerial school. And then I was like, what am I going to do with my ministry? Like, what do I want to do? Do I want to have a pulpit? Do I want to travel? What is it? And one thing I knew I wanted to do was I knew I wanted to write a book called Make Good, Cultivating Joy with Creativity. It was birthed in like a meditation. I knew I wanted to compile a collection of my paintings that I had painted during COVID and beyond. I became a painter in COVID. Didn't we all like do something amazing during COVID? I did. If you were a New Thought person in COVID, we were like, yay, we get to play inside. It's not a good thing, I know. A lot of people transition, but you know, they're in a better place. I believe that. So I started painting these like ginormous paintings, these unbelievable paintings. I'm very proud of my work, my paintings. I didn't know how to paint. I just started. You feel that call. Where are my painters at? Where are my artists? Okay, so there's a call. There's a call. I want to get my watercolors out. I feel like I want to make something. You follow tutorials on YouTube and you learn how to paint and then you make it your own and then you're flying. You're flying. I wanted to take all my paintings and put it in a book, and then it came to me in meditation that with each painting, there would be a prompt. Like, for instance, I wanted to share one with you, but I'll just tell you, like, the book is separated into 4 quarters: heart, mind, body, and soul, and then for each one, there's 10 prompts. So each one has a painting. So there's 44 paintings in this book and 44 prompts. And they're prompts that came to me. It was just like stream of consciousness. Me, not Chachi. Me. So with heart, like what's a word that you would think of with heart? Love, right? So that would be a prompt, right? And then I'd write about it, show a painting, and then give you a place to write and to draw, because I feel like that's my call, to create, but also inspire you to create. You know, we all have our call. That's my call. So I wrote the book. That's my first domino, is this book. So I have this book, and I'm like, what am I doing with this book? Why do I have this book? Like, what do I do with this book? Wow, I somehow created it in 4 quarters, and a year has 12 months, and that could be easily split up into 4 quarters. So maybe I should do a year-long journey through the book. Second domino, right? Garden of Good. I decided to call it the Garden of Good. It's a year-long journey. It's on Tuesday nights on Zoom. It's at 8 p.m. If you're interested, you'll ask me about it. It's free. It's by Love Offering. We get together, we doodle, we read the prompt, we talk, we meditate. There's about 30 women from all over the world that go here. It's lovely. It's my ministry. It's my ministry. I create my ministry. Second domino. That starts to fly, right? Oh my gosh, I'm creating with a group of people. I've made my book, right? That's led to that. That's led to that. I make this decision, comes to me, this idea to take for each quarter to invite the gardeners of good to pick a root and a fruit. Something that you'd like, goals, basically. Goals. Because this teaching requires us to set intentions and goals, right? Even if we don't know and there's all this magic happening, still, what do you want? Like, pick a goal. Pick a goal, any goal. because sometimes you don't even reach that one. It's leading you somewhere else. But pick one. Put your eye on the dot. It's like when you're learning to dance. Anybody dance? You spot, right? You spot. I would fall if I tried. You got to find a spot, right? So I invited the gardeners to pick a root and a fruit. So for the first quarter, the heart quarter of the garden, was the beginning of this year, I picked the root of peace because I wanted more peace. I did not grow up in a super peaceful environment. It's not the first thing I go to. You could tell that. Sorry if that comes off in a way makes you nervous, but I do know how to cultivate and maintain peace. So, and partly is because I really focused on it for 3 months this year. And then for my fruit, which is an outer goal, I picked the weirdest thing. I picked a creative process with a dollhouse. What? I was at a thrift store. I saw a big dollhouse, big 3-story wooden dollhouse, and I thought, I want that to be my fruit. I'm going to do something with it. I don't know what, but I'm going to do something with it. I have 3 months to do something with that dollhouse that will cultivate peace within me. Creative arts project. That's domino 3. I get this dollhouse. So this is getting bigger and bigger as I'm going, right? The dollhouse starts to become this project that I thought was a love letter to my inner child. Until one day I was having a temper tantrum and I realized I am my inner child. There is no other child. There is no other creature somewhere, maybe in another dimension happening right now, but I am my inner child. I am my inner teenager. I am my inner diva. I said I'm making the Muppet Diva. That's my new identity today at the Unity of Bon Air. So what the hell was I just talking about? Sorry, I'm menopausal. Okay. Where was I? Seriously, I was talking about the dollhouse, the inner child. Okay, so then I realized that it wasn't a love letter from me to me. It was a love letter from all of my me's to all of your you's. And I realized as I was playing with this dollhouse, ultimately, I made something called the Room of Possibility, which I just sang about. I made something called the Space of Sweetness. I made the floor of formation, all about the 20s and the teen years and the addictions and the rebel, the person that had relationships, fell in love, had heartbreak. And then the top level was the divine and the diva, the highest self and the ego, living together as one and witnessing for all these parts. Y'all, it was profound. So it was so profound that I said, I'm writing a book about this. So for the second quarter, the mind quarter, I picked the root of determination or dedication and the fruit of a book called Chronicles of the Dollhouse, all about the creation of the dollhouse. It was so much fun how I created the dollhouse because it's all thrifted. Any thrift store people? I mean, to buy anything new now is insane. It's insane. If you go to a thrift store more than once in a row, and you will manifest whatever you want. A sewing machine, a new boyfriend, whatever. It's at the thrift store. Don't buy it new. Get off the apps. So I'm thrifting, and I decide to write this book. And part of the writing of the book was a healing that was going on within me. I live in Asheville, North Carolina, and I moved there right before the pandemic for a job that I lost right before the pandemic. And it was actually a ministerial position at a large church in Asheville, and I was fired like out of the blue with no warning and with no explanation. And the 500 people were like, you love me, right? You love me. Yeah, the board did not love me. And they were we had called an emergency meeting and you're out. And I was like, what? I didn't even have a ministerial license at the time. It was not a New Thought church. It's a whole other talk for another day. But all that to say that my heart was broken. I was embarrassed. I was humiliated. I was afraid that anywhere I went, I was going to see people from the church that were going to be like, why were you fired? And I was be like, I ate a baby. Like, I had no answer. I had no answer. Like, I didn't steal, I didn't cheat, I did nothing. I just was me. I'm just queer Jew. Like, they were like, you're out. So part of the writing of the book was I decided consciously to write it in public in Asheville and to try to fall in love with the city that told me, you know, you're out of here. And I don't know if I did, but I did the book. I completed the book. But as I was writing the book, so now we're at big dominoes, right? We're at big dominoes. We're at healing. We're at massive shifts, healing, transformation, all from this first little book that I wrote that led to the garden, that led to the dollhouse, that led to the book about the dollhouse. And as I'm writing the book about the dollhouse, my dreams reawaken. My dream. I want to be an actress. I want to be a performer. I want to sing. I want to make you laugh. I want to be outrageous. I want to be Bette Midler. That was my dream. I want to be Bette Midler and Janis Joplin's love child. That's what my dream was. I know we all have a dream, and life just chips away at it slowly, and eventually you just go, I'm all right without that dream. Well, guess what? It was reawakened, and I made this decision. I said, I'm writing a show. I'm writing a show. It's called Ministar. It's going to be about this dollhouse. It's going to be about this journey, and I'm going to do it in New York City to a sold-out room. I visioned it. Now, I got a room that only fit 50 people. Because that's what my consciousness could handle. Amen? You hear me? And you got to know what your consciousness can handle, but you still got to dream, right? So I wrote this show. I did it. You guys. Don't Tell Mama, a little cabaret club. I sold it out. People from my past, people from churches came. Some people came from out of the had never been to New York City before. Anybody never been to New York City before? Okay, but you dream of it, right? Who's been to New York City and knows what's happening here? It's the best city on earth. I don't want to argue about it. That's my Muppet moment. I had a Muppet moment to fix the hair, make it fluff. Okay, I know I have to move on. I know we're probably going to have to stop talking in a minute, but so I go to New York, I do the show, sold out. Dream come true. There it is. There's the domino, the big domino. What's next? I did it last week in Asheville, North Carolina, to a larger crowd in a larger space. I have it booked for New York again. Mark your calendar, 11/22. I know it's the day that JFK was. I didn't know it's JFK's Memorial Day, but that's okay. We're going to reinvigorate that day. 11/22 in New York City. Amy Steinberg, Ministar, you're going to come. You need a reason to go to New York City. I'm your reason. Bigger venue, bigger space. And yet, the reason I'm sharing this is because, let me see, I wrote about why I was sharing it. The reason I'm sharing it is because I want to remind you of who you are. I want to remind you that you are here to create. I want to remind you that you are here to turn around this idea of being a piece of work into being a piece of art, right? So that is pretty much my talk. I do have some questions for you that I hope that you'll consider, which is, do you have dreams? Do you feel like a piece of art? Do you feel like your life is unfolding in the way that you had dreamed and hoped? And if not, what's that one little tiny thing that you can do? Yeah, I have not read this talk at all. I have literally just let Spirit guide me because you told me to do that when you said, let Spirit lead the way. On your thing out there, is that what it says? Let Spirit lead the way? So, okay, I'll close with this. I did ask Chachi, I said, give me some acronyms. They're actually called backronyms. When you take it from the word and then you go backwards, like art, I wanted some backronyms for art. It's actually not acronym. Acronym is when it's already there, like NASA comes from National Space, whatever. Sorry, I don't know it. The space stuff. Okay, so art. Here's some ideas of art and your life. And I ask you, is this what it feels like? This is from Chachi. Allow, release, transcend. So allowing the dream, right? Releasing the doubt, the fear, transcending into the next domino, the next expression. Do you love that? How about ask, remember, trust? I love that. Ask yourself, what piece of art am I? Remember who you are, divine, divinity, God itself expressing, and then trust. People are going to come to the show if you put it out there. You take the steps. There's a million of them. I'm not going to read them all. But I just want to say that to be an artist is to be alive and conscious because you're creating, right? There's an opportunity to make something good out of each and every moment and experience. Even the deepest grief, the biggest heartbreak, can bring beautiful compassion and change within. So, yeah, let's take a deep breath. I want to play you a song, so I'm going to leave this here and as I walk over there, I want you to just take a moment. When you get a moment as I walk over there, to think about what you might have been told, something like you're a piece of work that we can turn around. I've been in bondage. I've been held back. I've been imprisoned by thoughts of fear and lack. And I have had anger. Anyone? And I've had guilt. I've done a few things. These are the bricks on which my life's been built. But I'm free to turn it around. Yes, I'm free to turn it around. We are all free to turn it around. Free to look up instead of looking down. I get so tired of looking down. But see, I've been attracted, it's true, to negative thought. Anyone? And I get so distracted. Shiny thing, shiny thing. I get so distraught. But see, I know that I am responsible. For my own life. That's what you taught me here. Yep. I gotta lift my chin up and look to the light. Yes, I'm free to turn it around. Can I hear an amen? Yes, I'm free to turn it around. How about an a them? We are all free to turn Have y'all seen the Billy Joel documentary yet? Isn't it wonderful? Makes you want to try to play the piano better. It's amazing. I'm free to turn it around. Any moment, any time. Yes, yes, we are free to turn it around. We are all free to turn it around. No more looking down. No more looking down. Listen, what is calling you to be. You can turn it. You got to turn it. You got to decide, make the spot, see the spot, make the spin. Let the domino fall. Make a choice, make a change. Oh, turn it around. You got to turn it. You got to turn it around. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Bon Air. We muppeted it up.
Thank you, Amy. I was going to say, thank you for bringing all of who you are to open up us to all of who we are.
That's it.
Beautiful. Okay, so she has set us up for some prayer time. So I'm going to invite us to take a deep breath. Move into our inner essence, to that place where the beauty and love and light of God is shining. And I brought a Eric Butterworth quote. I'm going to read that and then just have us go into the silence. She's given us so many things to ponder. So we're going to open, as Linda invites us, open ourselves, open our consciousness to say yes to discovering the shift that wants to happen because of the love that is leading us. So Eric says, infinite mind will put ideas into your mind, words into your mouth, creativity into your hands, boundless opportunities before you, and guiding light on your way. So I'm just going to invite you to go into that space that holds dreams for you. Be opening to listening. So what one domino step can you take? How can you trust this infinite, boundless intelligence, creativity, and light that is the truth of your being? Here we go into the silence. And as you are ready, come back to this space and feel your body being supported. Ground your feet, touch the earth. Just again, let gratitude rise up for this infinite light that is expressing in and through and as us. We say, I am grateful, I am grateful, I am grateful. And so it is.
So it is.
All right, our ushers are preparing to come up, so this is our opportunity to share of our tithes, of our gifts, of the energy that makes this place the amazing space of unconditional love that it is. So if you want to hold those in your mind, in your hands, in your consciousness, let's pray together. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God, for the joy of giving and receiving.
I'm gonna lay my burden down now. I'm gonna leave it on the ground. Oh well, this freedom I'm feeling, well, it can't be found when I'm looking down. No, 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 no. I'm gonna climb up to the mountain, spread my wings and fly, fly, fly. All these blessings I am counting, well, I got more than all the stars in the sky. I got more than all the stars in the sky. I got more than all the stars in the sky. I feel light as a feather, floating on an angel's wing. I won't worry about the weather, 'cause I am one with everything. 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 We are unstoppable just like the wind. Anything is possible from God within. The root is good in each of us here. And the nature of love is in everyone, everywhere. What? Spirit originates, spirit orchestrates. Willingness, gratitude, create your fate. One power, one people under one sun. Peace, love, joy, freedom. Oh, I sing for freedom today. Oh, I am one with everything. That's how it goes. I am one. Then we go. Everything. I am one with everything. I am one with everything. This peace that penetrates me moves quicker than a laser beam. Oh, the devil cannot faze me, because I am one with everything. I am one with everything. You gonna sing it with me? Here we go. I am one with everything. You got it. I am one with everything. I am one with everything. I am one with everything. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. We were going to do a concert, but we decided next time.
All right, so let's bring our offerings up and let's bless these gifts. We're so very grateful for these gifts. Remembering that the gift and the giver are one, we send these gifts forward to expand the joy and love consciousness within this community in Richmond and around the world. So let's affirm again our gratitude. I am grateful, I am grateful, I am grateful. And we send it off. So Let's have our chaplains stand. If you have a prayer concern or something to celebrate, please grab one of these lovely beings of love and light to sit with you after the service, or you can use our prayer blocks up on the stand. And we want to acknowledge all the folks who have helped. So we've had our greeters, we've had Marcy and Safari, we have Howard and Susan did the refreshments today. Susan Cullen was out working with the backpacks. We have Dan and Deb in the back, and then we have Julie and Amy who just brought so much heart and soul to us today. So we will. So as our children come in, we will give everybody our blessing. Here they come.
You know this one. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Hallelujah. Sing it. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Good morning, Unity. Thank you. So it is my birthday today, and my lovely mom is somewhere out here. She brought a cake in. So there is a cake out on the YFM table ready for everyone to get a slice if you'd like some. I already did take mine, so don't worry about that. The kids were really excited about it, but we were short on time, so parents, they are going to be ready to get some. And also, so sorry, we made slime today. So thank you so much to Kristen for leading us in making slime. I think they had a lot of fun expressing themselves and getting it everywhere. And thank you to Kathy for being an assistant on hand.
The light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.